Cowboy Bebop wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be going into it. The show was an episodic adventure spared like the last 5 episodes or so, where there was an actual arc for all the characters, but going into it I thought the show was going to be an epic sci-fi story with a sad ending, and although it was that, it was also really boring a lot of the time, with not a lot happening and no consequences to their actions in any given episode, again, spare the last 5 episodes or so. There was an episode where they caught some kind of virus and it infected the entire ship, knocking everyone out, and the ship was on course for Mars, and we can assume between episodes someone found them and gave them medicine. But nothing is ever stated, nothing happens to them, and in the end they're just fine in the next episode, all of a sudden. And to me, stuff like that just bothers me. I know Cowboy Bebop is old, and I'm not nitpicking things like animation today, although I had no problems with that anyway considering the show is still gorgeous, even today. But the story and characters, except for at the end, were just really flat to me. Nothing ever changed, it was the same thing repeated over and over for about 20 episodes, like how Faye acts selfish and pretends not to really care, or how Ed is just the idiot comic relief with a few moments where she shows how smart she actually is. I just found the show really boring and I had actually dropped it for a while until I recently came back to it to try and finish it because I didn't want to be that one guy who hated Cowboy Bebop, but I just couldn't come to like it in the end. Even though the last 2 episodes were amazing, they were the highlight of an otherwise really boring show, and I think that most people who praise the show look at it with nostalgia goggles on instead of looking at it objectively, and I'm guilty of that as well with one of my videos, like my Avatar video, so I'm not blaming them, but I just don't want people to get their hopes up about a show that they think will be awesome, and then it ends up being really boring like it was for me. Cowboy Bebop overall is a product of its time, having started a lot of tropes that we still see in anime today. Cowboy Bebop is the most disappointing anime I have watched because I have heard people hype it up for so long and I just couldn't like it. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't watch the show because honestly it was an eye-opening experience for me to not always trust what people say online about a show and to just watch it and form your own opinions on it, which is something I thought I understood, but clearly I didn't with my clear disappointment of Cowboy Bebop mostly coming from what other people had told me about it. But please watch the show and form your own opinions on it. I just wanted to inform you of mine before you go into it, so that way you at least have seen one person say something negative about Cowboy Bebop. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. This video and all the others I've uploaded recently have been a lot of fun to make, and I'm so happy to be back making content again after so long. And if you want to keep seeing content from me, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would help me out a lot, and I know that this video is controversial, but I just wanted to state my real opinion, just like I did a couple weeks ago with my soccer video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.